matured a lot, and the biggest part about those two guys is the guys that we put around them. And I think all of our kids had a great summer, Mike and Kellen included. And I think with those two guys and the development that we've seen in our younger kids and our other seniors around them, we expect big things out of them. There's a lot of pressure on them that we put on them to lead and to kind of show these younger guys the way. And I think if they can do that, we can have a good year. Him playing football is a great way for him to build his leadership skills, and that was one of the things that as a point guard we wanted him to get better at. And I think through playing football he's done a much better job of being vocal with guys, and playing quarterback you're forced to. And you know, when you're on a football field where guys are 20 and 30 yards away from you, you have to be loud and vocal, and he's done a good job with that. He hasn't detracted from anything we've done here. He's been in the gym plenty, getting shots up, and it's been nice to be able to spend time with some other guys that you know maybe need some more work. And I think for him, I think it's a good thing to have a break. You know, he's been playing basketball straight through since he was a 4th or 5th grader, so it's nice for him to be able to step away and maybe come back to the gym a little more hungry. One of the first open gyms we had with him here this summer, after being down in Atlanta for a while, he came back and ball comes off the rim and he takes off the floor for a tip dunk, and I hadn't seen him do that. And I think the biggest part of his game that you're going to see is that he's going to make a more concerted effort to rebound, and he's going to defend. And I think those are the two areas that people had questions about with him, and he's very cognizant of that and wants to erase that from people's memories. But obviously we're going to put him in a position to hit shots, and he's going to be a primary scorer for us. And the other things that he does just complement his game and make his teammates better. We've got a few kids coming up from the JV and another kid that played football last year that didn't come out because of an injury. All of those kids are bigs. Jake Hunter and Skylar Lacey are a couple of juniors, along with David Boyer, that are all 6'4" bigger. Skylar Lacey 6'8" and 260-some pounds, and he's an offensive lineman. So we're going to be much bigger than we've been on the front line. Another kid that's going to give us some depth there, that I think if we were to start playing today would be our 4-man, is a kid named Kenneth Hawkins, who's about a 6'1" wing player, but he's built like a Division I linebacker. Very strong, very physical, very defensive minded, and I think he's going to fit that spot well. But we're going to get a good rotation of guys coming through the 4 and 5 spot that I think will give us a little more size, a little more toughness inside than what we've had. Well, our primary focus is just getting better every day, but we talked after last season's loss in the sectional championship game that when you look at progress over a course of time with a specific group of kids, and when I came in, our sophomore group was a very strong group for us, and the first year we win one game in a sectional, knock off a ranked team, and get to the second round. Last year we knock off another ranked team and get to the championship game, and we talked to them about taking that next step, and that next step is trying to win the sectional with a new set of teams, with some teams that we're not as familiar with. Avon and Brownsburg are teams that we haven't played. We will play Brownsburg this year. We've never played Ben Davis since I've been here, so that'll be a unique challenge. But these kids are very, very hungry, and I think the taste that they had in their mouth of getting to the sectional championship and probably not performing as well as we would have liked to, really drove the summer for us. We saw a lot of guys that put in more time than they had in the past, and more sweat in the weight room, and more effort on the court and individuals and an open gym. And I think that the mentality of the leadership of our team is such that they're not going to let anybody slide past. I mean, they're ready to hold guys accountable. They're ready to lead, and I think they see this as a chance to do something that hasn't been done here in a long time.
We got really close last year to winning the sectional, And I think last year we had the talent to do it, but we just couldn't make it happen for whatever reason. But it really drives us to win it this year.
How about for you personally? What, you know, everybody knows that you can your shooting ability from the outside. I mean, what are you trying to add some things to your game this year? What are you hoping to do individually?
Yeah, what I've been working on is just my ball handling a lot and just getting to the basket. And then I'm trying to work on extending my range, make it shoot from pretty much anywhere on the court. And that's what I've been working on.